Hello, young man. I'm glad you're here to talk about a very important topic, one that can make all the difference in your life and in the lives of those around you. The value of conflict management is something that I've learned a great deal about in my years as a crime fighter, and it's a skill that I believe is essential for anyone who wants to be successful and happy. When you're faced with a difficult situation, it can be tempting to let your emotions get the better of you. You might feel angry, frustrated, or scared, and you might be tempted to lash out or run away. But as someone who has dedicated his life to fighting crime and protecting the innocent, I can tell you that this is not the way to go. Instead, you need to learn how to manage your emotions and stay calm under pressure. This is not always easy, of course. It takes practice and patience, and it requires a great deal of self-awareness and self-control. But I promise you, it's worth it. When you're able to stay calm and focused, even in the face of great danger or uncertainty, you're able to think more clearly and make better decisions. You're able to assess the situation and come up with a plan, rather than simply reacting impulsively. And this, my friend, is the key to success in any situation. Now, I know that it's not always easy to stay calm. Sometimes, you might feel like you're under attack from all sides, and it's hard to know what to do. But that's exactly when you need to draw on your inner strength and find a way to keep going. Remember that you're not alone, and that there are people who care about you and want to help. As someone who has been in many tough situations, I can tell you that it's often the smallest act of kindness or courage that can make all the difference. A simple gesture, a listening ear, or a helping hand can turn a desperate situation into a hopeful one. And that's something that you have the power to do every day. So, how can you develop this skill of conflict management? First, you need to learn how to recognize your emotions and take a step back when you feel yourself getting upset. Take a deep breath, count to 10, or do whatever it takes to calm down and clear your head. Then, try to look at the situation from a different perspective. Ask yourself what's really going on and what you can do to improve things. It's also important to communicate effectively, both with yourself and with others. Be honest and open, and try to understand where the other person is coming from. Remember that everyone has their own perspective, and that sometimes the best way to resolve a conflict is to listen and try to understand. Another key part of conflict management is being able to forgive and let go. Holding on to grudges and resentment can be toxic, not just for the other person, but for you as well. When you're able to forgive and move on, you free yourself from the burden of negative emotions and you're able to focus on the present moment. Now, I'm not saying that this is always easy. There will be times when you'll feel like giving up, or when you'll feel like the situation is just too much to handle. But don't give up, my friend. Keep pushing forward even when it feels like the whole world is against you. Because the truth is, you are stronger than you think, and you have the power to make a difference. As someone who has dedicated his life to fighting crime, I've seen my fair share of dark and difficult times, but I've also seen the incredible resilience and courage of the human spirit. I've seen people who have been through unimaginable trauma and hardship, and yet they're still standing, still fighting, and still hoping. And that's what I want to leave you with today, my friend. I want to leave you with the knowledge that you are capable of overcoming anything, no matter what challenges you may face. You are strong, you are brave, and you are worthy of love and respect. So don't give up, even when things seem impossible. Keep pushing forward, and know that you are not alone. There will always be people who care about you, who want to help you, and who believe in you. And if you're lucky, you might even find a mentor or a role model who can guide you and support you along the way. For me, that person was Alfred, my trusted butler and friend. He's been with me through thick and thin, and he's always been there to offer a listening ear and a wise word of advice. So if you're facing a difficult situation right now, I want you to know that you're not alone. There are people who care about you, and there are resources available to help you. Don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And don't be afraid to take the first step towards a better life. Remember, my friend, that conflict management is not just about resolving conflicts. It's about building stronger relationships and creating a more peaceful and harmonious world. It's about being a force for good and making a positive impact on the people in the world around you. And if you feel this talk helpful, don't forget like and subscribe. And if you want to be a more grateful person, you can donate on the Patreon account. Link on description. See you soon, friend.